record. So this is very important part. So what we are reading is this wonderful book, How to Read Literature Like a College Professor. Tom Foster is one of the best literature teacher from college, and this one is a teaching high school student. Deep thinking about biblical allusion in literature. If you don't understand the Bible, you don't understand Western literature. Now, give you guys a quiz. Take notes and give me the answer. Now, Brian, read 2, and then your friend read 2. Go.
According to Foster, what distinguishes biblical allusions from other types of literary references?
Is number 1 correct?
No.
Wrong. How about number 2?
No.
Wonderful. You are using logical deduction. They often carry symbolic or moral weight beyond the literary reference. Yes or no?
Yes.
Brian, do this one for me. Tap your back. That means you are doing a wonderful job. I'm very proud of you. And me, of course. Go. One more.
Which of the following best describes why authors use biblical allusions, according to Foster?
Is number 1 correct to express personal
No.
religious belief? Yes or no?
No.
Show this. No. Wrong.
What? I can't see.
You cannot see me. You cannot see my young face. No, number 2, go.
Oh.
To tap into a collective cultural memory and deepen thematic meaning.
Yeah.
Of course, yes, because in the West, especially since the medieval time, every family read the Bible, and every Sunday they go to church. So the priest teach them the story Adam and Eve, the big flood, right? Okay, the snake, this Garden of Eden. Avoid creating of course wrong. To challenge traditional biblical interpretation, of course wrong. Now, whose turn? Whose turn? Daniel, and I think you can get it right too. Go.
Foster suggests that knowledge of biblical stories helps readers understand literature because B.
Why A is wrong? Of course, A is wrong because it's not a real
Because they're
Western
not.
literature. Not read. Why?
Because they're like not. Wait, what? Like B?
Why this one is correct?
Because the Bible, like all stories are like connected to each other, and since the Bible is the story, it
Correct.
it
Good,
like
good job. Good
yeah.
job. So the last one we talk about Shakespeare. Why Shakespeare is so important, and if you don't know Shakespeare, you know a lot of things you don't understand. But I think probably Bible are more important than Shakespeare. Number 4, go read it. Go.
In Foster's view, the use of biblical or names like Jacob and Mary in literature usually implies no significant meaning at all. Actually, C.
How dare you say D is not D? Of course, there's a lot of
It's C.
significant meaning. It's a symbolic and thematic connection to biblical counterpart. Now, you tell me about how much you know about Jacob, this dude.
Uh, I all I know is that he's like one of the older characters in the Bible.
Is that so? Who is Mary anyway?
She's Jesus's mother?
Jesus' mom, Madonna. Jacob's ladder. Have you heard about Jacob's ladder?
No.
Then write it down. Homework. Ladder. From the Bible. Homework. Now you read for me. Go.
In the Bible, Jacob's ladder is the name given to a dream Jacob has in Genesis 28. In the dream, Jacob sees a ladder or staircase reaching from earth to heaven with angels ascending and descending. The Lord stands at the top of the ladder and repeats the promises made to Abraham and Isaac, confirming that Jacob's descendants will inherit the land of Canaan and become a great nation.
So out of this image, there is so much. Look at this, the pictures, right? If you don't understand this story from the Old Testament, you cannot understand this masterpiece lecture and moral influence, and especially on the Western psyche. Okay, there's a masterpiece literature, there's a music, people trying to reach God. And we all want to go to heaven. We want an angel go up and down through the ladder. And ancient people have a lot of similar story. Make sense? Jacob. And look at the picture. And write down, both of you, Jacob's wrestle with the angel. It's a very strange story. If the angel sent by God and Jacob is fighting with God's messenger, is Jacob a saint or he's a devil? He's evil. Who was the angel who wrestled with Jacob? And God, who created people, do God want people to obey him, or God want people to fight with God? What do you think, Daniel? Daniel, I'm asking you a serious question. Okay. Try to understand. Try to. So some people in this world are very proud that they are powerful, they are rich, so they can fight with God. They can fight with God's messenger, so therefore they become arrogant. And God allowed that to happen to us. Why? I don't know. I'm a very stupid person. Now, Daniel, you read for me for one paragraph, and I want you to do research from Genesis. Go.
Jacob is on his way to visit his estranged brother Esau, hoping
And
to reconcile.
write down Esau, he's a big brother, and Jacob is a little brother, and he stolen all his inheritance right from Esau.
Okay.
And some people think Jacob is a hero. Is Jacob a hero or a villain? I don't know. You guys tell me. If he's stolen what is supposed to belong to his big brother, and he's used trick, even to trick his own brother with the same mom, same dad, why cannot he trick other people? And should we treat this kind of brother as a hero or as a villain? Of course, Chinese will think this kind of brother as disgusting. I would never treat my own brother that way. I think that's beneath human decency. But does Jacob have human decency? I don't think so. Do you think God love people like that, or God will punish people like that? I don't know. You tell me. No, you read it, Daniel. Go.
Okay. Where he encounters the mysterious man on a riverbank at night. The story is told in the Bible and Torah in the book of Genesis, chapter 32. Verses 24 to 28 describe the wrestling match between Jacob and the man. in which Jacob ultimately prevailed?
Jacob beat the man who is God's messenger. And he said, I saw God to face. This guy lied to his own father. And he see God face to face. Is he lying? Are we supposed to see God face to face before we die? These people's arrogance towards God are horrendous. And some people take it as a face value, as a hero. But if you don't understand that, you don't understand Western civilization. See the drawing, the masterpiece drawings? Okay. There's a lot of deeper meanings I want you guys to know. Okay. I'm also only give you guys exposure. So this one is correct. Whose turn?
My turn.
You read, and we use logical thinking to understand these things.
Which of the
They're very
following is
hard.
least likely to be a reason why a modern secular author
Secular is people not religious, people who don't believe in God, who
might
don't
use a
care
biblical
about
allusion?
God. Good. Why the secular author who may not go to church?
B,
Why?
because no.
Yeah, because the Bible have sacrifice
Mhm.
and redemption, including human sacrifice, or God's forbidden people to do human sacrifice.
Mhm.
And redemption, make peace with God. Congratulations, you're a smart guy.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, you are right. Now
Um,
read number 6, go.
Foster argues that a Christ figure in literature can be identified, but which of the following characteristics? Is it C?
See, okay, you don't have to be perfect, but you have to have a sacrificial act, unjust suffering, redemptive
Mhm.
outcome. Congratulations, you're a smart boy. Okay,
Mhm.
Daniel, number 7.
According to Foster, when an author makes a biblical allusion, the reader is expected to um replace it with a secular equivalent.
When author make a biblical allusion, the reader expect to ignore it, of course, wrong. Understand the reference and analyzing its implications. B. Make sense? It's
Yeah.
not replace it with secular equivalent. No. If I'm wrong, I owe you $20, Daniel. Make sense?
Okay.
You have to memorize for me, or else I won't give you money, okay? But not because I'm a liar or just because I have bad memory. You have to remind me. But I trust your honesty more than I trust my own honesty. Okay, go ahead. I trust my honesty to kids, but I don't trust my memory. Go.
Oh, which of the following themes in literature often reflect biblical influence as discussed by Foster? Um,
Seems. A, correct or wrong?
wrong,
Wrong. B,
wrong.
C.
True.
It must be C because every day we face temptation, yes or no?
Yes.
Why exile mean anything to me and to you? Have you ever been exiled?
No, I don't think so.
Of course, yes. You want to play video game and it's very fun and everybody is taking a summer vacation and you have to be kicked into this Zoom class to my class. You can say that's kind of exile, yes or no?
Yeah.
Do we all have a salvation, yes or no?
Yeah.
After you've been tortured by Franca, you read this wonderful book, and suddenly when you go to school, you find out everything is so easy, yes or no?
Yes.
Write it down. That is your salvation. That means what? Write it down. All your sacrifice, you get food. And the temptation to do 10-hour video game being with your parents' help, with my help, being what? Conquered, right?
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 9 and 10. Go. Brian, 9. Read.
Foster gives examples of authors using the Bible for all the following reasons,
Except. Ah, this is so
beef.
hard. This is so hard. I'm not going to say
Is
anything.
it beef?
Yeah, 10. I don't know.
Oh,
Because it's so weak, it's a little weak. 10. Imply the missing biblical illusion in the test might result in. If you read they have a biblical allusion in the text and you forgot that, you didn't do it, you still understand the book, but might result in what?
C or B.
A is wrong, B definitely wrong. Losing a key layers of meaning of semantic richness. Definitely C.
Yeah.
C.
Yeah.
You're reaching like you eating. Sometimes I do that
Shut
stupid thing. If I eat some very expensive, meaningful food, but I'm getting so angry, I finish it in no time, right? And I forgot to savor it. When they are in my belly, I didn't even enjoy it that much. Whose fault is that? It's my fault. Yes or no? For example, the Texas, whatever. What is the most expensive food in Houston? Brian,
Steak.
which place is the most expensive place in Houston?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Boston.
Bible mentioned in the chapter. Okay, all these very important figures, stories, symbol in this chapter, you need understand. Cain and Abel. If you want to study sin, the first murder of the world, murder, crime, you need to understand this one. Okay, Brian, go.
Rival and sibling rivalry, jealousy, and the first murder used to explore themes of guilt, sin, and alienation.
Alienation. What is alienation? Separation from God. Separation from God. And the first murder, also the relationship between brothers. Jealousy. Sibling rivalry. Right? Do every family have a sibling rivalry or only some family?
Every.
What?
Every.
Wow, you are so smart.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of you. Every family, but different, right? Yeah, I have my sibling rivalry, but I never killed my brother. Did I? No, I didn't.
Oh.
Did you?
No.
Have you ever want to?
No.
Have you ever run through your brain?
No.
Wow, you're a nice boy. You're a very nice boy. Adam Eve story, Job. Anybody know anything about Job? Yes or no? Nobody know. I don't think you know. If I'm wrong, okay, this is one of the most powerful story in the Bible. Both of you write it down. Homework, I want you guys to study Job, biblical figure from the Bible. And if you can read King James version of the Job story, this is one of the most glorious story in the English language. In the English language. Make sense? I'm sending this one as your extra homework from Britannic Encyclopedia, and especially King James Bible version are the best. So Daniel, read a little bit Job.
Job is a biblical figure who appears most prominently as the titular character of the book of Job in the Hebrew Bible.
Good
In
job.
that biblical text, Job is described as a righteous, God-fearing, and prosperous man. In a healthy meeting, God extols Job's virtues, but Satan insists that Job is pious only because God has protected and blessed him. Satan suggests that if God took away Job's prosperity and health, Job would curse God. With God's permission, Satan takes away Job's children and property, and then afflicts him with sores on his body. Job initially refuses to speak ill of God. He then enters a conversation with three friends about the meaning of his affliction, during which he becomes increasingly accusatory toward God. God finally appears out of a whirlwind to put Job in his place, illustrating the contrast between unlimited divine and limited human comprehension and power. In
Okay,
them,
that's enough. That's enough. No, you read one page. You read one page of this wonderful book and ask me any question. And Clemenson High School, you guys are a wonderful class. And everything I mentioned here, I probably will test you guys in the future. Hamlet, Macbeth, Romeo and Juliet, Claudius. Make sense? It's not as if when I sent that to you, I forgot. I didn't. I have a long memory in terms of teaching my student to be their best. Now, Daniel, read one page only. Go.
uh, wait, where?
Read one page. Page 203. Both is okay.
Wait, uh, wait, on where?
On our chapter
Page
6.
203?
Yes.
Wait,
Page 3. Just
203?
page 3.
Oh, I thought you said 203.
No, 203. Okay. It's my fault. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. But here Morrison does the same with a three-word phrase in a post. Unmistakable. When the apocalypse comes riding up your lane, what will you do? And that is why Seth reacts as she does. Morrison is American, of course, and raised in the Protestant tradition, but the Bible is non-sectarian. James Joyce, an Irish Catholic, uses biblical parallels with considerable frequency. I often teach a story, Araby, 1914, a lovely little gem about the loss of innocence. Another way of saying loss of innocence, of course, is the fall.
Good
Adam
job.
and Eve,
Keep on going.
Adam and Eve, the the garden, the serpent, the forbidden fruit, every story about the loss of innocence is really about someone's private reenactment of the fall from grace, since we experience it not collectively but individually and subjectively. Here's a setup: a young boy, 11, 12, 13 years old, right in there, who has previously experienced life as a safe, uncomplicated, and limited to attending school and playing cowboys and Indians in the Dublin streets. With his friends, discovers girls, or specifically, one girl, his friend Mangan's sister. Neither the sister nor our young hero has a name, so his situation is made slightly generic, which is useful. Being in early adolescence, the the narrator has no way of dealing with his object of his desire, or even the wherewithal to recognize what he feels as desire. After all, his culture does all it can to keep boys and girls separate and pure. In his reading has described relations. Well, his reading has described relations between the sexes, and only the most title to which he can't go significantly because of a religious retreat being put on her convent school. After many delays and frustrations, he finally arrives at the bazaar as it's closing. He finally arrives at the bazaar as it's closing. Most of the stalls are closed, but he finally finds one where a young woman and two young men are flirting in ways that are not very appealing to our young swain, and she can scarcely be bothered to ask what he wants. Daunted, he says he wants nothing, then turns away. Turns away, his eyes blinded by tears of frustration and humiliation.
Beautiful.
Finally, what?
Keep on going. Keep on going. Finish the page and
He
ask me any question.
suddenly sees that his feelings are no loftier than theirs, that he's been a fool, that he's been running this errands on behalf of an ordinary girl who's probably never given him a single thought. Wait a minute. Innocence maybe, but the falser innocence, then it's lost. What more do you need? Something biblical, a serpent, an apple, at least a garden. Sorry, no garden, no apple. The bazaar takes place inside. But there are two great jars standing by the booth. Joyce says guards. And those guards are as biblical as it gets. So he drove out a man placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims and a flaming sword which turns every way to keep the tree of life. That would be Genesis 3:24 for those of you keeping score. For those of you keeping score. Uh, as we all know, there's nothing like a flaming sword to separate you from something, and in this case, that something is a former innocence, whether of Eden or of childhood. The thing of loss of innocence stories, the reason they hit so hard is that they're so final. You can never go back. That's why the boy's eyes sting with blinding tears. It's that flaming sword. Maybe a writer doesn't want enriching motifs, characters, themes, or plots, but just needs a title.
Good job, Daniel. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And in this chapter, one very important thing is two persons they in the book they mentioned, Jacob and Job. And we talk about this one, Jacob and Job. Now, Daniel, you read about these two people in contrast, their differences and their relationship with God. Okay, and why they are relevant in the modern literature. Go ahead, Daniel. And
Jacob's
your
relation
homework is research Jacob's story and Job's story. Go from the Bible. Daniel, go ahead.
Jacob's relationship with God is negotiated and personal. He bargains and wrestles with an angelic being for a blessing. His faith matures gradually. Job's relationship is faithful and trusting even when he cannot understand God's ways. He never abandons his belief in divine justice even when demanding an explanation.
Okay, that's enough. It's Jacob's behavior a rebellion against God. Don't trust. Okay, let us know. So these are theology. Okay. Explain the two characters, Jacob and Job, in terms of modern literature references. Okay, in terms of modern literature, they mention a lot, right? Jacob, both of them talk about identity, faith, rebellion, suffering, transformation, archetype. So Jacob, cunning and strategic, he's a trickster. He tricked his brother. He tried to trick God. Wrestle with identity and morality, deeply flawed but spiritual significant, undergone transformation after struggle, striving for blessing, legitimacy. He stolen his brother's legitimacy, and he still have a self-righteousness. Make sense? And he want the power from God, and he think he can compete with God. So what he do? He steal, he lie, he rob. And in the Western literature, he's still a good person. I don't understand it. But in terms of modern literature work, okay, what Jacob did, he steal, he lie, he trick. Okay. Why he is a good figure in literature? I don't understand. You guys are smarter than me. Now, whose turn? Brian. No, modern literary parallel to Jacob. Go ahead. Jay Gatsby in Great Gatsby.
Jay Gatsby.
I'm definitely will
The Great
teach this
Gatsby
wonderful
by
book to you.
F. Scott Fitzgerald. Reinvents stuff like Jacob becomes Israel, uses deception to achieve blessing, love, or status, seeks legitimacy in the eyes of the world.
How he make his money, he become a gangster. He sell drugs and illegal alcohol in order to make him super rich. He's like this dude. John in Less Miserable by Victor Hugo. Keep on, go.
Starts as cunning survivor like Jacob, wrestles morally and spiritually. Transforms after divine grace, adopts a new identity.
New identity. Michael Corleone, Godfather, homework. I hope
Godfather,
both
novel
of
by
you
Mario
watch Godfather #1 and #2. Michael Corleone. Did you guys watch that movie? Yes or no?
No.
No.
That's only in America a gangster become a hero, this guy. If you talk about the best movie in American history, this guy is #1. Make sense? This guy is #1. There is so much deeper meaning about this Godfather. They form the gangster. They kill people. They steal. They rob. Eventually, their children will become senators, presidents. Do you understand me?
Yep.
So you can understand so much about American history, like a Kennedy family and other family I don't want to mention. Godfather #1, And godfather number 2 is inappropriate for children, but I don't treat my wonderful students as children. No, read it, go.
Struggles between family, loyalty, destiny, and moral compromise. Uses this site to secure legacy. Echoes Jacob's moral ambiguity.
So yeah, his father is godfather and he become a godfather. Keep on going.
Rascal and over left off.
No, read it again.
Raskolnikov.
This is a college students, a law school students like me. Okay, I used to be one law students.
Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky.
Dostoevsky, one of the best book ever. You guys supposed to read that book if you want to study human psyche, especially crime and punishment. This one is the best. It's not easy reading. Keep on going, but you guys are smart enough to go. Racial, literally, and spiritually with guilt because he murdered a Jewish woman who is his landlord.
And identity seeks redemption through suffering and
transformation. Now, whose turn? Who's a wonderful student of mine? Daniel, go. Jacob is very, when he was punished by God, by devil, yeah, but allowed by God to test him whether he's real faithful to God or just because God, or whether he do business with God. Because God was nice to him, he will be nice to God. Or else when God testing him, he's still loyalty to God. And he's still loyalty to God. Now, Daniel, read loud and clear.
Key traits of the job archetype. Righteous or innocent, suffers undeservedly, questions divine justice, maintains moral integrity, symbol of human endurance and existential.
So what is this? Maintain moral integrity. So his wife, his friends, all advise him to curse God and kill himself, commit suicide. He refused to do that. He know his punishment, he don't deserve it, but he refused to curse God. He will endure his trust. In his trust, he holds his moral integrity. Now read it. Go. Winston Smith, 1984. Go. George Orwell.
Winston Smith, 1984 by George Orwell. Suffers under oppressive system, questions truth, justice, and reality, ultimately broken, job without the divine response.
Wow. So this in the 1984, in the dystopia, in the future dystopian world, because when the book was written, it's in 1940, 41. And in 1984, oh no, it's in the 1948 when the book was published. So he switched 48 to 84 in the future, in the dystopia world. You have to suffer, whether you like it or not. Without divine response in the secular world, Big Brother control everything. Pi, I don't like the book, The Life of Pi, disgusting book. I don't like it. And this is a feminist book. Don't waste my time. Okay, read this one. One day in the life of Ivan, the Russian word. Now read this, go.
One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich by Alexander
Solzhenitsyn. This guy got a Nobel Prize of Literature, and he escaped from Russia, and he accused Stalinism, and he stayed in the West for so long, and he go back to Russia eventually. When he was in the West, the Gulag, G-U-L, Gulag. I have the book, I never finished it, about the concentration camp in Stalin regime. Okay, so this guy exposed a Gulag. And then he eventually go back to Russia. and he become Putin supporter. Is he Putin supporter?
No.
I don't know. Become Putin's spiritual guru. Homework research. Why this guy? How Zelensky become Putin's spiritual guru? Why and how? It's a mystery to me. So you guys are wonderful kids, okay? And what is the knowledge? You seek knowledge like a sinking star, guys. See, literature connected with what? Foreign policy. And I want you guys to think about what seeing the face of God mean in the Bible. And is Jacob an evil figure or he's a good figure? The wonderful things about studying literature and good books is they don't give you a definite answer. You have to seek the answer yourself. I don't give you easy answer because easy answer doesn't develop a wonderful students. And I want you guys to be wonderful. Okay? Okay. You guys, you has been doing good. Jacob. Why is Jacob a deceiver and a trickster? Considered a good, even heroic figure in literature and theology. The good trickster, he tricked his brother. He steal his own big brother's birthright. He lie. He steal. He trick. Only thing he didn't do is to kill his own family member. But definitely he did a lot of bad things. Yeah, he is chosen not because he's perfect, but because he struggles. That probably tell you about this. They always lie. They always cheat. And if you trust them, shame on you, not on him. Make sense? Do they have humility in front of other people? No, they don't even respect their own brother from the same mom and same dad. As a Chinese, these are disgusting people. Make sense? You don't cheat your dad. You don't trick your brothers. You don't steal from them. Make sense?
Yes.
So, I don't understand why the collective West treat these people as heroes. Michael Corleone, because Michael Corleone's equivalent become senator. Okay? Because his father said his father wants him to become senator, presidents, mayor. That's how the American ruling class developed. So therefore, they are hero. Now, Daniel, go read it. And I suggested homework. I want you guys to watch the movie, but you have to have the permission from your parents. What if my education philosophy are wrong? It's possible. Go, Daniel.
In the Godfather films, Michael Corleone, as the head of the Corleone family, navigates the complexities of organized crime and its intersection with political power. While he himself doesn't hold an official political office like the senator, president, or mayor, His family's influence and actions deeply impacts the political landscape.
Here's how Michael Corleone and the Corleone family interact with senators. Okay, so they deal with the senators, they deal with the presidents, they deal with the mayors. That's how do they use the political connection to make money and control power. Parallel to the rise and the individual like JFK. Make sense? So look at the presidents. So you guys living in the United States, you need to know this one. Daniel, keep on going. Presidents.
Presidents, while not directly interacting with presidents, the Corleone's family aspirations particularly veto Corleone's desire for Michael to become Governor
Governor
Corleone
Corleone, Senator Corleone, go.
highlights their ambition to integrate into legitimate political spheres. The political actions and maneuvering by the Corleones resonate with real-world scenarios, drawing parallels to the rise of individuals like JFK despite their families' involvement in less savory activities.
Make sense? So I hope this one definitely connected with the Bible story. Okay, you guys are doing wonderful. And Daniel, tell me which chapter is the hardest one for you to understand. Don't tell me all of them are easy. Then you didn't read carefully enough. Tell me a number. Which number is hardest one for you? And then
Probably
Brian
the
have to tell me
Bible,
another one.
probably the Bible one.
Oh, probably the Bible one. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But you supposed to write me an email or a Google document. Write down the difficulty part. Okay, Brian, give me a chapter. Go.
The Bible one.
Oh, both of you. So you want to study, yes or no? You want to
What?
study, you want to study a little more, like a good high school student supposed to know. Okay, so
I
if you
suppose.
deeper in the see, if you don't know Bible, you cannot even understand deeply a gangster story, a mafia story. Make sense? And for example, for example, for example, okay, I only respect, there is one Godfather 1 and 2. I only respect Godfather 1 and 2. I don't like the 3. I think it's beneath my artistic taste. Talk about God and church. Okay. And relationship with the crime. Their family is a criminal family, crime family. Make sense? So
Yeah.
I want a high school and college level analysis, literature, literary. That will be your homework. You read it, and if you watch the summary high school level literary analysis, religion and crime in Godfather. I only have 4 minutes, and I want you to guys, wow. So this one is a very powerful thing. And I'm going to email that to both of you. Brad, read, thesis, go.
In The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2, religious symbols, especially from the Catholicism, are used to highlight the hypocrisy and moral corruption of the Corleone family. Religion provides a mask of respectability for violence, showing how people can twist faith to justify evil.
See, people can use religion to twist this and justify pure, not only evil, but pure evil. Go. Irony of baptism and murder. Go. Daniel, your turn.
Irony of baptism and murder. In The Godfather 1, Michael becomes Godfather during a baby's baptism. He says I do when asked if he rejects Satan, but at the same time, his men are murdering rival gang leaders. This shows that Michael's lying in church.
See,
Using
lying is
religious to cover.
already the source of a power of lying is already from devil. But he
Yeah.
is lying in the church using religion to cover his crime. That's the sin cover over sin. Make sense? So this one is definitely a thesis analysis. And then this one, this is how do you write a high school level of literary analysis thing, right? So these are the outline, right? And give me, I want a full essay. And if you guys can do that, you guys will be 2000 word Chicago formatting available upon request. Do you understand me? These, if you can write these kind of things, you can win a lot of writing tests, and your writing in high school would be the best. Even right now, if you can read and understand it, I already admire you. But you guys are cool kids and wonderful and very smart, even though you didn't use your even 50% of your potential. So my job is to develop your wonderful potential. That's enough torture for a day. I hope you guys read it. If you didn't read it, I'm going to be very sad, disappointed, and I didn't even use moral sacrament. What's that? Secret. A Christian ritual, rite, ceremony considered to be a visible sign of God's grace, God's free gift, spiritual benefit. I hope and seen the corruption of religion in the Godfather film. No. Daniel, go ahead.
Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2, based on Mario Puzo's novel, are not only crime epics, they are deeply theological films that
What is
that
theological film? There is a lot of theory about God and evil. Go ahead, film. Let's critique how religion. Go.
that how religion, particularly Catholicism, is co-opted and corrupted by power. Through rich symbolism and cinematic
Wonderful.
juxtaposition,
What is the juxtaposition? Put side by
it's
side
when
for contrast. Keep on going. Go.
character arcs, the film portray a world where sacred rituals are hollowed out and used to sanctify violence, reflecting a moral universe where religious institutions become complicit in sin rather than protectors of spiritual
Wonderful,
truth.
wonderful, wonderful. You guys are the best. Go. Whose turn? Daniel. No. Yeah, Brand. Wonderful kids. Go.
The most iconic moment in The Godfather is the climactic baptism scene. Michael Corleone, standing as Godfather to his nephew, solemnly answers the price ritual
Last time
questions.
now. Okay, good job.
Do you renounce Saint? Yes, I
What?
do. At the same time, His soldiers are carrying out a series of brutal coordinated assassinations to eliminate the heads of rival mafia families. Through rapid cross-cutting between sacred and profane acts, Coppola creates one of the most powerful cinematic. Can you scroll up?
Oh no, let's do this. Let's do this. Wow. Oh, okay. Classes, my other classes, and I'm going to teach him exactly the same thing. Ask your wonderful parents whether they allow you to watch Godfather #1 and #2. This is the summertime, the best movie for me to teach my own kids about religion, about crime, about American politics and American history. There is no comparison. Do it and keep on reading this wonderful book. In the future, I'm going to teach my other wonderful students all around North America. Bye-bye, kids. You guys are doing good. Have a
Bye.
good weekend. You deserve it. Keep
Bye.
on writing me essays. Okay, bye-bye. Keep on reading
Bye.
and give me a question. You need to buy the book. It's too hard.
How to read literature for like a professional, a
No, like a
professor.
professor. Yeah. Why don't you Google it? And is your mom home or no?
No，他7月底来。
7月底来了之后，你告诉他，你说哈老师那儿教这本书，你要是想买的，你能不能把它记下来？
Read literature 是什么意思？
就是读那个文学作品，读小说和
哦
poetry。
，OK。
OK，好好好好，今天你想学什么？然后我告诉你你想学什么，然后